This is what will be our focus today. Look at the animal in the picture. Which animal is this? What does this animal eat? What does it drink? What does it breathe in? And where does it take the things it needs? Where does it take its food from? Where does it get its water? And where does it get its place for living? So a place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life is called its habitat. So this is the habitat of a zebra. It gets its food from here. So you can see the grass, and some of the elephants are eating the grass. And they get their water from this place as well. So they feel comfortable in this place. This is their habitat because they get all the things that they need from this place, right? जिस चीज की भी जरूरत है वो उन्हें यहाँ से मिल जाती है. So this is their habitat. Now there is a task for you. Take an empty shoebox and make a model living place for zebras. Your model living place should have all the things that zebras need to survive. Then place toy zebras in your model habitat or use zebra stickers pasted on ice cream sticks. So this would be a model of the habitat of zebras. You can pause the video here and make your project. Now, can you tell me what is the difference between the habitat of a frog and a zebra? Do they live in similar places, or their habitat, their living place, is different from one another because their needs are different? Can a zebra live in water? Can a zebra hop like a frog? Can a frog eat the things that zebras eat? Can a frog run and walk like zebras? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made all the animals different from one another, and their needs are different. And that is why they live at different places. Different kinds of animals live at different places. And these places have all the things that they need to survive, that they need to live. And that is why these places are their habitats. Now, this is your first lesson, habitat and population. Can you see this herd of zebras running together? And here we have elephants and penguins. This is a colony of penguins, and this is a herd of elephants and herd of zebras. So these are groups of similar animals. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created grassy areas called grasslands for zebras to live in. Grasslands have plenty of grass and water and make a nice living place for all grazing animals. So animals that live on grass, that eat grass, they are called grazing animals, and they live in grasslands. In the world map over here, you can see these green areas. These are all grasslands, and their names have also been mentioned. So these are prairies and pampas, savanna, veldt, steppes, again savanna, and then downs, right? So downs, veldt, savanna, steppes, prairies, and pampas. These are different grasslands that are spread all over the world. And you can see that there are no grasslands over here, right, in this part of the world. So this part of the world does not have any grasslands. Now there is a question for you. Why doesn't a zebra live in a river like this goldfish in water? Why can't it live in water? It cannot live in a river because there will be no grass for it to feed upon. It will not be able to breathe underwater like a fish because its body does not have those parts that the fish have. Fish have gills, and that is why they can breathe underwater, whereas zebras have nose like us. We cannot breathe underwater, and in the same way zebras can also not breathe underwater. So every animal is made differently. Allah has given them different characteristics, and therefore they need different places to live in. So what is habitat? A place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life, and that place is called its habitat. Habitats can be of different types. These are water animals and they live in water. Aqua means water. So aquatic means of the water. So these are animals of the water. Then the animals that live on land, they are called terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals. So these are two kinds of habitats. There are more types as well, and I will show you those types, although we will not be studying about all of them. So a place where an animal gets everything it needs for its life is called its habitat. You need to remember this definition. Then arboreal animals are those animals that live in trees. And fossorial animals live underground. And terrestrial animals live on the ground. And aquatic animals live in water. So these are aquatic animals. Aqua means water and aquatic means of the water. And terrestrial animals live on the land, whereas arboreal animals live in the trees like monkeys and koalas. And fossorial animals live underground. Some fossorial animals always stay under the ground, but some come out for some hours during the day and then they go back in their burrows. So they are called fossorial animals. We will be studying about two kinds of animals in this unit: terrestrial animals and aquatic animals. Now we come to the next part of our unit, which is the population. What is a population? Zebras live together in groups called herds. A group of similar animals living in the same area at the same time is called a population. So they are living in the same area at the same time together. So they are a population. A population may have several herds. So this is the herd of zebras. Then we can have herds of elephants, herds of zebras, a colony of penguins, and a pack of wolves. All of these are different populations that live at the same place at the same time. So these are populations of zebras, of elephants, of penguins, and of wolves. Okay, now here is a task for you. You have to write the answers of these questions. You can read the lesson 1 yourself and then answer these questions. What is a habitat? What kinds of animals live in grasslands? And what is a population? That's all for today. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.